Hello, my name is Sarah, and I am a vintage mess. Welcome to my basement. So, I introduced myself in the last video, and I told you I wasn't showing you anything for the basement because it took me 15 minutes to clean up enough to feel like I could film. But this time, you get to see what cleaning up looks like for me. As I said before, I am self-diagnosed with ADHD. Cleaning has always been a problem for me. My sister shared a room with me when we were kids and despised it because I was messy. And my mom, when I was a teenager, said, "You can get your ears pierced if you can keep your room clean for 2 weeks." I couldn't do it. So I got my ears pierced as a 19-year-old in college. And then I did many more ear piercings. And then I did many more ear piercings and tattoos. And generally rebelled, like you do. But yeah, like I said, cleaning was never really my strong suit. And now I know why. Because my brain's not set up that way. So, in an effort to work with my brain rather than fighting against it, and I'm going to do a time-lapse video today of me organizing my fabric hoard. So, let's get going. Ta-da! I apologize for the lighting. Like I said before, we're in a basement. So this is where I want to start today. These are full of fabric. There's 2 shelves here, and then a big shelf behind me. And Grandma. And I guess here we go. See you in a little bit. Okay, so it's been a couple of days since I filmed this, like almost a week. I'm not good at anything in any kind of reasonable time. Thank you, ADHD. But, oh, and I apologize because I do have a little bit of a cold, so if I sound snuffy, that's why. And I apologize for sniffing occasionally. Oh, that was my half of the serger that doesn't work and nobody can get it to work. But it functions sort of. Functions enough for my clothes, not for anything I'm selling. Anything I sell, I tend to use French seams if I can. Going through and donating things. Just trying to get... the goal here was to get all of the fabric as condensed as possible. You can't see it, but there's actually, that's all my knitting stuff that I only use in the autumn and winter time because I cannot stand to knit during the summer. I don't know if that's weird. I don't know if that is a normal thing, but I can't stand it. Anyway, the goal was to condense this as much as possible. And there is actually several more boxes and a laundry basket that still need to be gone through. Yeah, that box was all the things that need to be fixed or finished, and at some point that'll happen. So I call the dress form Grandma because it is my actual, yep, there's Grandma. It's my actual grandmother's dress form from when she got married. So it is padded up to her shape. And as you can see, I started trying to pad it out because, well, there's a 10-inch difference between the dress form's waist and my waist. So padding it out was necessary, but beyond my skill set at the moment when I started trying to do it. So I did purchase, that's going to be a petticoat at some point, I'm sure, or just sit in a pile. I did purchase a bootstrap pattern to my measurements to make a cover for this dress form. And my idea was to install a zipper in the back of it so that I could zip the cover on and off and use it for smaller pieces when I need that. So that might be a thing, that might be a video at some point that we could do together. Just shuffling fabric here. Who knows? Honestly, I have no idea what most of this is at this point. That looks like a white on white, but it could be anything. There's yarn that doesn't belong there. I had to stop and go take care of a small child in the middle of this because of course I did. And things are heading towards the laundry. Of course, they haven't made it into the laundry yet, and it's been several days. At some point, they'll get washed and then sit in another pile. Donating that little scrap of vinyl. I used that at one point to attempt to fix my recliner upstairs. It's faux leather, and it just didn't work. I mean, it did work, but then the rest of it was breaking. Like I broke that shelf there. All of the fake leather was just peeling off of the fabric, and it was disgusting. We were finding little bits of fake leather everywhere. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Shuffle some more fabric. Don't know where that goes. Don't know what was in there. Not sure. More coffee. Must have more coffee. Move the fabric. Fold the fabric. But as I said earlier in the intro to this video, cleaning has never been a great strength of mine. I have always struggled to keep things organized. I would start an organizational system. That is junk mail from probably 2 houses ago. I would start an organizational system, and about halfway through the semester, I would just stop using it. I mean, who needs organization at midterms? Clearly, I didn't. I mean, I did, obviously. I'm being sarcastic. But, you know, now I know what is going on with my brain, at least partially, and knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe. All little bits of stuff from my mother, because if I can't control my own hoard of fabric, the ideal next step is, of course, to take on my mom's hoard of fabric. Those were shoelaces that Mom thought would be very cute for mask ties, and I don't have the time or mental energy to chase my kid down and tie a mask onto his face. It just isn't gonna work. I'm not sure if those shelves will stay there or that way, but for now they seem to work. Yes, see, more boxes, more fabric. That is all quilting cotton for the most part, because yes, in addition to all the costuming and clothing that I make, I also make quilts. To the point that I damaged my shoulder last Christmas working on 2 quilts at once, and I still haven't recovered because I can't be bothered to do my physical therapy with any kind of consistency. I'm a mess. But then again, I guess that's obvious from the name of the channel. But we're coming towards the end here of the time lapse and the organization for the day, and we made some progress. It's good. It's fine. Move, Grandma. There we go. So I have to apologize for how much of the back of my head you see in this video and how bad my posture is. But thank you for watching. If you feel like it, give me a thumbs up and subscribe and all that stuff. Right now it's mostly just my friends and family watching, and I love you all so very much. And I will see you next time in the basement. Bye.